All right, kinfolk, real quick before we get into it, I know the video is grainy. I'm having to do this stuff on my iPhone right now. I'm not able to do it on my MacBook. The quality will improve when I get that situation figured out. Hope you guys enjoy the video anyway and find value in it. War Eagle.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going running all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football.
All right, first play. We have Power Reed, Reed and Terran Perkins. Very explosive, hybrid edge linebacker. Pullers do a really good job here. Pin the 5-tech inside. He took the inside track, so we pin him inside. Right tackle does a decent job. Left tackle does a good job at the second level. Good first play. Second play, double slants to the top, key screen to the bottom. Poor execution from Jackson here. Honestly, if you want to say this isn't open, to me it's open. I've seen him make this throw before. Receiver crosses the face of the DB. Maybe he makes a play on it, maybe he doesn't. But I know in this quick game stuff, he's very accurate. Put the ball on his numbers here. Instead, pulls it down, tries to make a play. Our offensive line is cutting. He knows he doesn't have the time to try and get out of trouble here. Gets bailed out by an undisciplined play, but we can't live in this world. Next up, play action here. Full slide to the right. We're in 13 personnel trying to work this crosser across the middle of the field. We got a bubble from our tight end and 86 running off this defender. I really would have liked to see him get to his check down here. Nothing's here. Thompson doesn't get open on the deep crosser. Maybe he can throw this bubble and get this first down. But 10, Bauer Sharp is wide open here on the check down. Our right tackle is molesting the 5-tech here. Love to see that. Goes out, makes a play as an athlete, not mad at the result, upset with the process. Because he typically does a really good job of getting to his check downs. Don't understand why we didn't. This is an automatic first down if you get this to 10. Good job being an athlete, though. Next up, we have counter read with an escort, 12 personnel, diamond backfield. Good give here. Just shows his quick decision-making, reading that 5-tech out there. Up here, motion into 3-by-1. Swing spot working 2 as the swing, 10 as the spot route. Really good job by Sharp here, finding the hole in the zone, sitting down, being friendly to his quarterback, good hands. Arnold playing good rhythm here, puts it right on his numbers. Really good play. Next up, we have mesh, and 10 just sneaks right behind the defense. We have mesh spot route right over the ball. Left tackle whiffs, as he did many times in this game. Works up in the pocket. Great play from Jackson here. Flashes some arm talent. Working upfield, throwing off his right foot. And Sharp makes a play in the back of the end zone. All right, next up, another power read. Good give. We need better blocking on the perimeter here, but, I'm not worried about that as an Auburn fan. Much better blocking on the perimeter here as 2 gets blown up. Jeez, he took some hits. Good pull from Arnold here. Much better blocking on the perimeter. As you can see, Jackson is a quality runner. Definitely does not have breakaway speed for sure. Gets it to his check down. Love seeing that. That shows his maturity and his progression from the beginning of the year. Really, really good. Honestly, I feel like if Jordan doesn't float into the backer here, we could have had this. But, of course, gets it to his check down, realizes he's hot with this blitz from the second level. Get it. Make these backers and DBs make plays in space. This was a weird play here because obviously he immediately wants to rip this outside, pulls it down, panics, even though he has a pretty good pocket here, Not great. Don't love that our right tackle's getting bull rushed directly into our lap, but boom, pull off it. If you don't like it, pull it down, reset your feet, and then you see 10 here to the bottom left of your screen. He's open on this big route at the sticks. Don't really know why we didn't get it here. Pull off it. Looks like he sees it. Takes off. Get away with a bit of a hold from the left tackle here. Again, he's being an athlete. This is very Bo Nix-ish. Panicking early and escaping the pocket when it's not necessary. But again, shows his athleticism in the 2-minute drill. Picks up the first. 2x2 set. Again, make these backers make plays in space. I love this. Doesn't force it. Understands his back can make a play. 2 had a really good game. Get it to him. Let him be an athlete. Again, here in the 2-minute drill. Nothing really here. It looks like he wants to work this whip route to the top. Pulls it down. Nothing really here to the bottom of the screen. You probably don't want to try and rip this to 15. You don't want that nickel floating into that space. You also don't want to give the DB an opportunity to make a play on it. Gets out of there. Makes a play with his legs again. Next up, we have, I believe this is Ohio. I don't know a lot of passing concepts. I'm going to be honest. But in high school, we called this Ohio. Must outside release. Our ex-receiver just truck sticks a DB. I guess that works. He got outside. And then Jacob Jordan working the out route here. Jackson leaves this a little inside. He's got pressure in his face. Probably want to leave that more outside, but good snag from Jordan. Next up, my favorite play of the game here. Glance post in the RPO. Good pull. That safety steps up. Boom. Rip it right behind his head. Great throw on the money. I don't know why we didn't do this earlier in the game on the double slants. Again, it was there. Pull. Great throw. Boom. First and goal. Now we got this weird... I hated it. It's a play action on some sort of quarterback run. Don't love it. 2-back set. Just throws off the timing to me. Don't love it. Nothing here in the passing game, but brother, we cannot take a sack here. We can't have it. As you can see, if he gets out of the grasp of number 4 here, which it's not going to happen with an athlete that explosive. As you can see, he's going to walk into the end zone, but we got to be more mature here. We realize nothing's here. We got a back on one of the most explosive edge rushers in the SEC and Sontaran Perkins. You're not going to beat him to the outside here. Would rather him just boom right here, instead of trying to escape, sail it over 10's head out of the back of the end zone. Would have been a much better decision here. But as we see on the next play, he has the ability to make plays like that. Left tackle loses instantly again. Looks like he wants to work this in breaker to 10 here on this switch release at the top of the screen. It's 2x2. Switch release. It looks like he wants to work it. It would have been here, but the left tackle loses instantly. He feels it on his back. Boom. Escapes again. Hell of a play. I mean, that playmaking ability, again, very Bo Nix-ish. If you guys remember the 2020 game against A&M, the Houdini act he pulled. Boom, gets out of there. Jacob Jordan running across the field, right into the end zone. Really good play. Boom. This is the playmaking ability he didn't really have the opportunity to show with this receiver core. He didn't really have the opportunity to show this ability very often because there wasn't much separation, but he shows it here. He can do it. He can really do it. Great recognition in the pocket. Again, that end breaker would have been there. He gets out, slings a dot. Love it. Love it. Another power read here. They got very creative in the run game over the second half of the season. Good pull. Good pickup. Some more quarterback run game here. Another good pull. Just showing his physicality as a runner. Next up here, motion into 3-by-1. Pretty good pass protection considering, what this what this unit is capable of with all the injuries they had. Don't love this. The timing seemed to be off. You want to rip this on the break. As soon as that backer steps down to take 13, you want to rip this. But he leads him directly into a shot. Leaves the ball out in front. You got to be more accurate than that. I understand oh, come on, man. Our center just face down, ass up in the backfield. Can't have that, man. Come on, man. But you gotta give him a better chance than that. But right here, as soon as 11 breaks down, I think that's Chris Paul Jr., as soon as that happens, you got to rip it. Instead, pats the ball, clicks up, then tries to throw it, and leaves it out in front. Can't have that. There was an opportunity there. 2nd and 2, 3-by-1 again, switch release. Just trying to take a shot. It's not really there, but you can't leave this ball this far inside. I mean, he left it so far inside, the DB couldn't turn around and make a play on the ball. He left it inside and short. If you lay this outside, there's an opportunity for 15 to run under this. All right, here we go. We have swing, lead to the outside, and then 2 space routes at the sticks. One of the few plays from this game where I feel like Jackson completely missed an opportunity. As we'll see here on this swing, just completely misses the tailback. Tries to force this to 82 at the sticks. Not a fan of it. 87 makes a play on it. But as we'll see from the end zone view, if we just flip our hips and throw this to the back, 82 gets a block there, 87 gets a block down here. And then we see, essentially, we have 2 one-on-one with that safety who's at the hashes trying to play catch-up. Feels like that's at least 7 or 8 yards, likely more. So just a complete missed opportunity in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter. One of the few things I really feel like he just missed in this game. From the shadow of our own end zone, this is another great arm talent throw. Boom. About to get sandwiched. And we rip a really good ball here to Jordan considering the pressure. Boom. Good play from Jordan making that catch. But boom, in the shadow of our own end zone, ripping this throw. That's very impressive. Another good play, getting it to our tailback. If they're going to leave it open, we're going to take it. 2-score game here. We got 11 minutes. We're not going to panic. I like this. Let him make plays. Motion into 2-by-2. Play action. This floating away from the pressure, getting it to our check down. I like this. It's so easy to try and force something here. You're feeling the pressure down 2 scores. Instead, take what the defense gives you. Understand you have time. You have a defense that's been reliable all game up until the second half. Give them an opportunity to close it out. Obviously didn't happen. 2-back set, 7-man protection, rips it over the middle to Farouk, lays it behind him. If you throw this out in front of him, he has a chance to run away from this DB. Don't like that you left it behind, but Jesus, with the lack of explosive passing plays in this Oklahoma offense, you'll take this. Would love for the ball placement to have been better. Heck of a snag by Farouk. Really good. Really good job. All right, kid folks, so just to sum everything up pretty quickly, this was a game where I really felt like Jackson just stacked up good reps on good reps consistently. And a game that really shows his maturity from the beginning of the season to now in this game specifically, where he's going to get to his checkdowns. He's not going to force things downfield consistently. He's not going to try and do too much. He's just going to take what's there. And I really liked seeing that in this game, because seeing those earlier games, like against Temple where he really struggled, against Tennessee where he really struggled and eventually got benched, he consistently in this game got to his checkdowns. Only missed two that I remember. And I feel like that showed great awareness of the situation he was in with the receivers, that he couldn't do that. That the situation with his offensive line where they were banged up. I think one of the tackles was playing very banged up throughout this game because he went out really early. And the starter was already out. Obviously, we know they had to move like a corner to receiver. Jacob Jordan was a true freshman walk-on. So he really showed really good maturity in this game in just taking what was there and not forcing things downfield. Of course, we're going to need to see more to make a real decision on how we feel about this pickup when we get into the actual season in about 104 days from when I'm recording this. We're going to have to see more from his ability to push the ball down the field. He didn't really get a chance to show that much this year. But I think him being accurate in the quick game here and in the limited RPO opportunities he got in this game, being efficient, the power read, we know he's a really good downhill runner. We're going to need to see that ability that we thought he had from high school, that 5-star ability, and that ability to take the top off the defense. We're going to need to see that, but just from the aspect of, can he do the quick game stuff, the power read stuff? Can he make good decisions? Will he get to his checkdowns? I think this game showed that he will do that. I think he had 2 fumbles in this game. One wasn't really on him. I think they were going to a reverse, and he just got popped in the backfield because they let the edge go free. The other one, I think he just dropped. Can't have that, obviously. But overall, this was a B to B plus level game. It's not an A level game. I don't think he flashed enough for me to go that far. But this was a B to B plus level game and has me feeling optimistic leaving this breakdown specifically. War Eagle.
Selena, go! Stop!